Okay. So I'm going to just say that again. When we're looking at mutative potential, oh, that kitty. Um, when we're living correctly, when we're living by strategy and authority, when we have embraced who we are as differentiated beings, and we are no longer just one of the humdrum, homogenized masses, then the gates that are defined by Venus and Mercury and Jupiter and Neptune are no longer applicable in our lives. Those those planets represent the humdrum mediocre masses. So instead, of course, we're always going to be in our sun Earths, that's 70% of our neutrinos. And we're always going to have the nodes applicable because that's this world in a sense. You know, it's where we are and it's what we're looking at. It creates the stage on which we're playing our game or playing the program's game. But then the gates that are in the planets Uranus and Mars and the moon and Pluto and Saturn are the ones that we're going to be living out. So one of the things that you can really consider in that is that if you have had a lot of, say, electromagnetic connections with people that match up to one of your mundane gates, those people might be floating away from you. And you might start to have more connections with people that light up those mutative gates, that light up the differentiated you. And even on a deeper level, for those of you who can go there with me right now, there's the resonance in the colors. So like I've talked about, Philippe and Michelle, when she was with us, have a 2 in their motivation, which is hope. And I resonate really strongly with that hope because I have 2s in my PHS. I have 2 and 2. So the 2 is resonating with the 2 in the colors. So whatever colors you have are resonating to other people's colors. And that's often who we're aligning ourselves with without knowing it, of course, until we do. But again, those people could drift away if you're aligning with someone who your Neptune and your Venus are really excited about. Well, they're just going to float away. So it's another way to understand what I think a lot of us have experienced, or at least I know I have, that people I've known for a long time are suddenly just not really part of my experience anymore. And it can be hard. It can be challenging. It can be more hard and challenging when we think that there's something wrong with that they're not our people anymore.
So can you please put it in short, like, so your sun Earth, if these are electromagnetics with someone that means this is who you are, and the smaller planets
If you
are
have an
who you're not.
electromagnet.
So
Hmm?
yeah, I'm here and there I see oh, interesting, but I don't really see the whole picture yet.
So some of the gates are falling away when we become our true selves.
Okay.
And those gates are the ones that are in the 4 planets, Neptune, Jupiter, Mercury, and Venus. And so if you were to look at your chart, you would see like I have lived a lot of my life with a I would say an emphasis on the 28th gate, taking risks to find meaning. Like that could be a keynote of most of my life, right? But that's Mercury. And so I'm really curious about Mercury fading away.
So when
You
does
know,
this take effect? Like when is it like
June 21st, 1975.
Is it more like maybe after a 7-year cycle, or when you're kind of stepping into that?
He doesn't speak to it that particularly. We could imagine that.
Maybe more just when you're becoming more of your true self,
Yeah,
I would
it's
think.
the more that you are living your differentiated self, and the
Mhm.
less that you are just homogenized in how you're living, that's this is part of what that process will be looking like.